Pack. What's good? Where my dogs at? It's your boy Fico Jordan back again in the pilot seat. I got the bros with me here today. I got the homie Boss Gang VIP.
What's good? What's good? Let's get it.
And I got the homie Mr. Check My Resume.
Yo, what's good with it, Pack fam? Let's get it.
Man, so bros, after amazing week last week, once again, obviously seems like the rest of the market are running in terror as far as, a lot of retail traders that tend to watch from the outside of what the pack is doing. Since they have no idea what price action is doing, they thought they was getting saved by going long last week on a lot of stuff, and then all of a sudden the market hit them with a crazy sham god, and it went in and out, and then came back. And here we are, right back again. It seems like if you look up tickers that we've been playing for months, seems like the conversation has peaked to an all-time high. It's very interesting. I used to be able to look up Oxy on Twitter and not really see anything. Some technical traders would be talking about it, and it's funny. All of a sudden now, certain individuals who, we all know about, they got Oxy on their watch list, and it's an amazing thing to see, They find that our plays are their safe haven now. It's very interesting to me. What do y'all think?
I just need some licensing and some royalties or something. That's all. Like let me get some royalties, man. Let me get a little finder's fee or something for you. You know what I'm saying? Can I get like a little tag? I mean, sheesh. It's funny though. I mean, we showed folks in Q1 what it was. You know what I'm saying? At least we had 3 good months when nobody was talking about it but us. So we kind of established that footprint. But it's just funny though to see now, folks taking some of our tickers and presenting it as their own. Like, oh, look what I found, group. I got this for us. Like, it's like I ain't even finna get into all that. But yeah, man, we know where the money reside. We've been doing it. We consistently do that. I mean, it's so funny now, man. Like, it's like, oh, how much I want to. We just having fun with this, man. Let me turn this. Let me see how much I can turn this into. Let me put that down for 90 days, 120 days, see what it does. Like, I think for us, man, it's just process oriented. Like Nick Saban say, man, you just focus on the process, man. The results just gonna come as a secondary thing. And so I think that's what it is, man. We done honed in on the process, and we just constantly refining, man. We our head ain't got too big for this, man. We're gonna come in and grind. Somebody challenges, we gonna come and slay. I mean, we gonna come and kill them, man. It's a wrap. I mean, and we gonna keep coming. There ain't no stopping. It's energy. You hear that? It's energy. It's energy.
Yeah, straight up. What about you, Boss Gang?
I'm loving it.
Yeah, man, talk to us, Boss Gang.
I'm loving it. They try to talk down on us for a minute. You know what I mean? They were still talking down on us, but at the end of the day, we get these W's. We already know it's gonna move. It got me out here looking for other stuff just so I know I got something that they can't steal from us and try to take credit for. That's what the crazy point crazy part at this point. We just going out here finding new ways to make money that they never heard of. So we're gonna continue to do the same thing that we always do, find where the money resides and setting the standard, raising the bar for everybody else. We had, people trying to get 30% now people realize, the potential that we set. Yes, we did. Alpha Pack Trading, us as leaders, set the bar for what's possible. We set the bar for people who have been trading for 20 and 30 years. We raised their standards. We raised the standards for the educators of the industry. We are the educators of the educators. We educate the people who are educating the uneducated. That is us. We are the leader of those men, of those women. Those are the people who come to us. We're not normal people that you're going to find on an everyday basis. That is not us. We are the teachers for the teachers. That's who we are. This is Alpha Pack Trading. This is what we do.
Education look like us now.
That's a bar.
5150s and green burritos.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Hey, so ladies and gentlemen, before we move further, I want to make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss the content moving forward, especially these fire plays, because every week we get these out for free. You may not understand the methodology because you are not an Alpha Pack Trading member, but if you want to look into becoming one, simply go to www.alphapackTrading.com and make sure you follow us on our social media platforms, especially Twitter and Instagram. Alpha Pack Trades on Twitter and Alpha Pack Trading on Instagram. Now, I'm just going to jump straight into kind of a little outlook on how some things looked for the week. Before I get into that, let me just go ahead and make sure that is clear. All right, so we want to go ahead and take a look at, just kind of the way time frame continuity kind of leveled out in regards to the markets so far. So let's go ahead and take a look at SPY. Right now, you can see we are stuck in a downward channel on SPY. Now, we gave a great attempt. The market did. I'm not going to say we, but the market gave a great attempt in terms of a reversal coming into the beginning of the week. We know we had a hammer Monday on that finish. Went crazy after Jerome Rome spoke, and to be honest, didn't really give bullish news of any sort. And so nothing fundamentally about the market, rate hikes, inflation had changed to justify the reaction on Wednesday. Now, there is, cookie crumbs that you can look back into previous watch list calls where Boss Gang and Mr. Check My Resume had all spoken out and said that things didn't really look like they were going to be snapping back. So if you weren't really looking and applying the real world to why you were going to be long in a setup, then a lot of people were going to get pump fake. And so that's exactly what we seen coming in last week. Thursday hit, all the gains. Everybody that decided that they were going to go long on Wednesday straight got wrecked. So while those individuals have been playing in the sidelines and then try to hop into the game and get smacked because they did not stretch, it's part of the game. This is what happens. Now, if they had been following the plays that the bros have aligned and the setups that we had given, then they would have been hitting just the same. Now, let's go ahead and go through these sectors. So if we take a look at XLB materials, full time frame continuity to the downside. We went 3 to the upside, came right back down in 2 days, finished the hammer day, but we're going to have to pay very close attention. We do get uncoupling going into Tuesday, so all time frames are going to uncouple from themselves going to the month, quarter, the week, the day, so forth and so on. All time frames uncouple, second Tuesday, second hour of the day. XLC, full time frame continuity, if you get the 2-2 reversal to the downside off of this shooter week that you can see here down on the bottom right. Now, if we take a look at XLE, where the money resides, nothing has changed that we've been telling you since like the end of November. Nothing whatsoever. I am very heavy in Oxy. Many pack members have XLE plays sitting, and I'm sure the bros may be bringing XLE plays to the table today. Now, looking at financials, red week is going to give you back into a red month. So the flip is sitting right there to go back into full time frame continuity. Pay very close attention to this level. You do have a hammer day currently, so you have a little bit of conflict. Whichever direction that week flips is probably going to tell you if you're going to see more downside. Watch that quarterly pivot that it looks like price action just recently took out. Now, we're looking at Industrials, hammer day. A lot of things had a strong finish, looking conflicting, just like financials. If we come down to XLK, full time frame continuity to the downside if you get a red day. Looking at XLP now, could XLP have hit some form of exhaustion? Definitely going to have to wait and see if that is the case. There is a shooter on the quarter currently, but it is green. We are at a green month. If there was a 2-2 reversal on the week, monthly will flip back green. It'll go back into full time frame continuity. So could this be a TTO? Could it be taking out this level? We don't know. There's a little conflict. Green quarter, green day, red week, red month. Excuse me. In real estate, full time frame continuity to the downside. Obviously, we know with the inflation and the interest rates, you can see currently what is getting wrecked currently right now as far as that market is concerned. A lot of people are hoping and wishing that they can get that cheaper home price, but a lot of industry experts are saying, yeah, you're not getting back to those '08 prices. Definitely do some research and let you know why that's not going to happen. So keep your eye on that. We did finish with a hammer day on real estate. Still some good setups over there that you could play long. Now, utilities. Hammer week looks amazing. Hammer month looks amazing. If you get a 2-2 reversal on the week back into that 74.5 range, what does that make your month look? I always tell Alpha Pack members, always ask, if you get this reversal on this time frame, what does it make the higher time frame look like? Double inside day on utilities. Keep your eye out on utilities coming into this week. Then we have healthcare. Healthcare looks like it may finish with a 1-2-2 on the day. It did not finish crazy red, but it is red on the quarter, red on the week, red on the month. And then we have discretionary. Discretionary has full time frame continuity to the downside. Now, Boss Gang VIP, as far as the Almanac going into this second week, full week of May, what exactly is the Almanac telling us regarding the market?
Absolutely appreciate it. So overall, the Monday after Mother's Day, the Dow has been up 17 of the last 27 sessions, but down 7 of the last 10. By definition, it's 60% probability in the bearish or bullish direction. So we're looking overall bullish on Monday, potentially, but possibly some gap ups in the market. But after that, I'm looking to the downside. For the rest of the week, a lot of super, very, very, very bearish activity. And then even going into options expiration week next week, we might have a couple days of pops, but overall the trend is going to continue down. The things that are trending up and showing relative strength, we're going to play those to the upside as we should. And the things that are continuing to show weakness, we're going to play those to the downside. So overall, I think it's pretty clear if you understand the market and how to play it and the fundamentals and how to read the charts. It's pretty easy to see what's going to happen in the market. So we're going to do what we always do, find where the money resides and take advantage of it. That's all I got, man.
Okay, man, appreciate that, Boss Gang. Man, so let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, before we get to these plays, make sure you like and subscribe. That is very, very important at this stage. Like and subscribe. Now, I'll go ahead and jump into mine and get out of the way for the bros. Now, what I'm looking at this week, you know what I'm saying? Something light. You know, as far as energy is concerned, I am really interested in FANG currently. We have a downward trend line that's going to flip regarding this daily broadening formation. Nothing serious at the moment, but we are going to get an inside month break after getting an inside day break. So you're looking at a double inside month level flipping at about 195.96 for 312 to the upside. A nice shy towns on the month, and then we have an inside hammer break to the upside on FANG. I'm currently in Oxy. Oxy had a broadening formation break in supply, which honestly is turning into demand. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get rid of that because it is absolutely irrelevant at this morning. or at this moment because there's no selling happening, right? I wish I had the Jim Cramer button, like buy, buy. That's what they're doing right now. We've been telling you this. I Oxy is an absolute banger going into this week. If we look at BTU, not for sure. I've seen some of the bros, some of the pack members kind of pointing towards this. It looks fire. Absolutely. You have a 3-1-2 day setup flipping a 2-2 week. If this occurs, we could potentially look towards an outside month. I do like BTU. But this will be my first time playing it. So if the bros have this on their list or anything like that, I'm definitely going to be looking into their insight on specifically how to play this because they have had this on their list before in the past. So I'm definitely going to be leaning on them for this. Now, jumping into my staples, I'm looking at Clorox simply because of the 2-2 hammer week. Potentially looking to go outside month to the upside. This being the beginning of the month, and we have a gap fill. Not gonna get much into toothpaste. The bros have always had this on the list. I've smacked on this before from the plays that they've had on this. Looking at General Mills. 1-2-2 week set up, looking to go long over. Looks like a pivot about 72.29. Looking to continue this trend of staples moving up higher. Not going to spend much time on that. Tyson Chicken, another one. Now, Tyson Chicken is interesting because for me, I'm not necessarily knowing what direction this is going to flip. Now, you do have a double inside day. You do have time frame continuity to the downside. If the double inside day were to break and go hit target to the downside, you would have time frame continuity to the lower end. Now, you do have a 2-2 setup on the day. It has come up from this level in the past. You could see that same energy here. Now, so this one could go either way. I'm going to have pivots and alerts set for both directions on this. Now, if it gets sold to the downside, I don't look for it to move down too long, but we're going to wait and see. They do this, I'll do that. And then looking at Bleach, which I am currently in June contracts, after having this 3 movement, there is a 3 hammer on the 2-week chart here on Clorox to move much higher into this level. So this will just be a continuation play in terms of an ad for me personally. That looks like a Momo hammer to me. I like that move. Hopefully you can agree too. Now, as far as a short, I am looking at Google currently as well as a short, just off of a move to push to get lower below the price of 22.87.97 is a continuation move lower. That's just me personally. I don't like the stock. VZ, I'm looking long in communications. If I can get out of the 2-week. Right now we have a 2-2 reversal over about 48.53. Make sure you check that pivot on the week. Looking to give us an outside month. Back-to-back 3s on a month will be absolutely crazy. Shout out to the homie Brick. He is the CEO of Brick Communications in the pack. He was more than likely already tucked away in VZ coming off of the lows. Now, last but not least, and I'm looking at another play communications is AT&T. With AT&T, if you look at the 2-week chart, there's currently a hammer over 2011 as entry. If you believe in that sort of thing, there is a double bottom on the 2-week as well. Now, that's all the plays I got. It's your boy Fico Jordan. I'm stepping back. Boss Gang VIP. What do you have for the gang this week?
Man, appreciate it, FICO. So I want to bring some new things. I really want to get into utilities. We know, a ton of oil plays are going to fly, but we're going to see if we can get some reversals in utilities. So I appreciate you bringing up that thought process right there about things trading into continuity and what that does and how things flip. So I'm going to start off with the sector overall. XLU has been showing relative strength in the market, especially for the year, actually trailing right behind um, energy. So what we have is we have everything's time frame continuity again, except the quarter that FICO mentioned. And if we get the levels that we're looking for to the upside, then we'll go back into continuity. looking for 72 and a half for the two up on the week, and then see where you get from there on XLU. Um, Other one, the XLE on the sector. Um, we know it's going to fly. So without even picking specific energy companies, we can look for crazy levels of above 83.55. With those levels signify our long-term areas of chop and consolidation. So once XLE breaks over 83.55, I am looking for that to absolutely shoot to the moon even faster than what it's already been moving. So if that excites you, get ready for that. Other sector I'm be looking at, downside, Russell IWM. Got some triggers short on this one, ton of magnitude to the downside, looking below $80.55 on Russell to the downside. Let's see. Next one I'm going to be looking at short Beyond, BYND, Beyond Meat. Just recently hit some lows below some broad informations I had drawn. Um, they tried to give a couple spikes with some McDonald's news or something like that, but it didn't work. It's going to continue to fail. Beyond Meat below 35.43. This could just completely fall to the middle of nowhere. XPEV, another one, pretty easy to short China right now. XPEV below 21.91, pretty clean. So to the short side, of course, tons of room left to the short side, and I don't see any upside anytime soon. We actually been short Neo, I believe last week or something. That's been tanking like crazy. Another one, Baba. So looking for Baba to go short, trigger this one back to the downside below $88.71. Full time frame to the downside, pretty easy. One of the bond plays I've been playing recently, HYG to the downside. Looking for entries below $77.40. This is completely tanking. If you look at the targets on HYG on the quarter, month, year, it's pretty clear to see where this one is going. So I'm already in HYG, and this has been on the watch list for a minute. It's been going straight down. Now, as far as XLU, let me get into a couple clean setups. NRG. This went absolutely ballistic the other day, up 9.79%. This NRG is actually red on the year right now. Yearly broad information that it bounced, green quarter, green month, green week. If you zoom out on this chart, there is plenty of magnitude to the upside on this one. Got a couple levels to break. Something I might actually be interested in getting some leaps and some time on this one. NRG above $41.45. One that Resume brought to the table a little while ago. SO. SO, gorgeous charts. And again, I'm going through these XLUs. So this is SO. We got the SO, beautiful day. We're looking at SO, $75.14. We're going to run through these utilities. We have another one, EXC. Gorgeous setup on EXC. Exelon, $47.94. Beautiful setup, tons of magnitude, 65.71 the top of this quarterly candle to the left. Tons of room on that one. One that's crazy interesting, PPL. PPL Corporation, full-time frame continuity up to the quarter. It is a red hammer on the year right now. I was looking to go 3 on the year. Now, crazy thing on PPL, you got the entry at $29.30 and above $30.77. You get this break on the year target. After that break, there was a 3 that was created. We're looking at about like $36, $37, and that's just getting started. Like that would be just getting started with the total magnitude we have on them. D, Dominion. Beautiful setup here on Dominion. We got a trigger above $84.24. Just to keep it quick, I'm gonna run through a couple levels. NEE, New Era Energy, got some triggers at $73.37. We got DUK, Duke Energy, triggers at 111.97. All the ones that I looked up, I have looked at the options chain, so there are potential opportunities there. A lot of utilities are not necessarily good for trading options, but still, there's a lot of gorgeous setups if you're interested in putting some money into shares and potentially getting some dividends long term. There's a ton we can get into, but that's all I got for this week. And hopefully, you find something that fits your plan. Of course, energy is our favorite, but I just wanted to give people something else to look at for right now.
Appreciate that, boss gang. Man, Mister, check my resume. What you got for us this week, bro?
Man, yes, sir, man. I got, I'll be able to share a few more tickers since it's on the three of us today, so I get to kind of talk about a few more tickers. But man, mainly, man, really three things I'm looking at is the, continuation on energy, which you kind of laid out. And I'm looking at staples and healthcare really. So, we'll jump into it. I did want to start off, SO. Thank you for covering that boss game because I do agree on SO. Southern Energy, so I won't talk about that one, but that weekly reversal, I really like it. But just to talk about, I do have a couple oil energy setups. The first one is where's my boy Sin at? Shout out to my boy Sin, man. You already know what I'm about to say, man. You gotta get that schlum. You know what I'm saying? First one we're looking at is Schlumberger. We got the 312 Chicago set up on the month. We're looking at a level above $44.51 on SLB on the month. That'll be continuation on the week. So again, not to get into energy, we already know what's going to happen there. Next one I have monthly trigger is CVX. Again, a 212 on the month. This time it's above 174.54 is our level. And again, we already reversed on the week last week. We are looking for a continuation on the week. So this is the monthly bullish continuation. All right, so those are kind of like the ones that still had triggers remaining out, in the energy sector. The rest of those should be in force, two up on the week, two up, on the month kind of deal. So the rest, we expect the energy to continue. Next one, FICO touched on that one, and that's Colgate toothpaste. Looking at that weekly reversal at above $77.55. Not gonna really get into that one either. We've been playing that for a while, so we've been tracking it. So we had a dip, price got bought up really quickly. So we're looking with, especially with the sector strength, it looks really good. Just to continue the theme of staples, excuse me, we've got ketchup. Kraft Heinz, KHC. We are looking at a weekly reversal, a 2-2 rev on the week. That's above $43.67. And again, been playing this one for a while, so not going to get too deep into the details on that one. We know what Ketchup's been doing, and we know what the sector's been doing. Next thing we want to get into is MO, Altria. And again, sticking with staples, we've got a 212 potentially on the week on MO. That's above $56.75. The setup looks amazing, just looks fire. So definitely going to be looking and tracking MO for next week. So really, really, really like the way MO looks on the charts. Now, switching gears a little bit, I want to jump into one of my plays that we've been in for a minute. That's LMT, Lockheed Martin. Man, we first off, let me get into the setup. We've got a 2-2 rev on the week, and that's above 449.58. And what can we say about LMT? Looking for this reversal, man, and going to go back and test those highs. We first got a first target of like 452.32, which is nowhere, and then we've got a target about 475.50. and then 479.99. So this would be the level that I'm looking for it to take off from. There was a broadening formation that it touched on May the 2nd, and since that time, it's been creating higher lows. So I'm expecting this one to continue up and kind of move forward and do it what we are expecting it to do. Next thing I want to talk about is Dollar Tree. So on Dollar Tree, a couple things. Looking at a reversal. First off, I'll get with the daily setup. We've got a reversal on a day rev strat above 164.89. And then also on the week, we're looking at a rev strat as well above 166.81. We've got both of those triggers relatively close. Looking for this one. I'll be keeping my eye on it. It is the only discretionary play I have on my list, but I like the way it's trending. The continuity looks solid, so I'll be tracking Dollar Tree. That looks good to me. Next one, and this is one we've been playing heavy pretty good, and that is CVS. So with CVS, we are looking at a reversal on the week. Make sure I have all my setups here. Yeah, so we're looking at the reversal at on the week at 22 rev at 101.21. And really looking for this one to push up maybe close to the 105, 110 level is kind of first stop. It's kind of what I'm looking at. I think, well, actually, first stop would be around 107.60. But that's kind of what I'm looking at on this one is for this one to trend upwards. So yeah, I mean, we've been playing this one. CVS has been paying the pack pretty well. Just get your levels together and make sure you're making good entries. Next one I have on my list, just staying with the theme of healthcare. Let's go to Abivai. So Abivai, we've got an inside week set up. We are looking at a 212 above 153.52. And what can I say about Abivai? We're bouncing off the top of a broadening formation, looking to push back up. First target is going to be that 159.69 level, then 162.79, then 175.04, and then all-time highs at 175.91. And we have a lot of room in between here and the next broadening formation on the macro. So this one has potential to kind of trend upwards over the next good bit of time. So Abivai might be one you want to take a look at. Next one, and kind of start to wrap it up here, we've got BMY. So with BMY, got a couple setups here. First one, we're going to take a look at the day. We've got a 212 above 76.85. And then just above it on the week, we've got a weekly reversal 212 at 77.03. So, we got less than 20 cents between those triggers. Keep your eye on BMY. That may be one that kind of goes once those triggers pop. Next one to stay with the healthcare theme is Pfizer, PFE. So on Pfizer, we're looking at the day. We've got a 212 potentially at 49.22. And then about 80 cents away, we've got a weekly reversal at $50.04. So we've got 212s on the day and the week. Trigger points are about 80 cents away from each other. So we'll be tracking Pfizer. It looks like healthcare may be able to be showing us some strength this week. And the last one I have, and this is, last one from healthcare, last one I have, period, is Eli Lilly, LLY. And really quick, last thing, this one again has a weekly reversal 212 at 298.25. And that's pretty much all I got, FICO. I'll turn it back over to you. But as you can see, man, I'm staples, healthcare, and energy continuation. Everything else can get shorted.
Yo, man. Some of the setups that I seen y'all had, I'm like, dang, I completely missed that for the weekend, but it's definitely gonna be
Oh, you good,
in,
bro?
in
You
that back pocket though. I tell you that right now.
yeah. You had a good reason to be focused on other things. So no worries, bro. You good.
Man,
Right.
yo, these setups, man, that y'all got look absolute like some heaters this week, for real, for real.
Yeah, it looks concentrated, man. So yeah, man, it looks looking real good. That's a good call
I
out on
like
the
it when it's like
what's that?
I like it when it's like this. Love it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
man.
think to us it's
Especially
very
like in this
clear.
moment.
To other people, they're kind of confused, but to us, it's clear. It's very, very clear what's gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah, you can absolutely tell where the money is going, um, especially going into this week. But man, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm gonna need you to like and subscribe. I'm just gonna keep telling you this over and over and over again. Just get used to it. If you just go do it, then you'll just be like, "Oh, he ain't talking to me. I already did it." Um, but
Hit the bell.
um, but before we get out of here, man, that's the watch list that we have this week, ladies and gentlemen. Bros, y'all got any closing remarks or anything like that before we get out of here? Anything to help them prepare for the week?
I would just say go in. You should already have a good list of energy stocks, but same thing with staples. But yeah, just do some homework on your favorite staples, healthcare, and energy stocks. That's probably where the money gonna be. Um, and yeah, man, if anybody telling you anything different, man, I don't know what you're doing. So so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let Boss Gang jump in. But yeah, just keep your head on the swivel, man. It's
Just
not a
always
bull
just
market.
make sure you. Yeah, for sure. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have a plan. Um, when you taking these trades, know your entries, know your targets, know your exits, know your broad information. If you don't know how to figure those things out, that's what we are here for at Alpha Pack Trades to help you figure those things out. We have a very, 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 very clear insight into the direction of the market, to the overall sentiment of the market, into the fundamentals of the global economics as we know it. We understand credit cycles and just kind of what point we are in time, understand the things that are expected to happen and how we can take advantage of the opportunities, which is one of the reasons we love options because we can leverage small amounts of money and turn them into large amount of money by simply picking the direction that a stock will move. It sounds simple, but most people lose for a reason. So if you want to learn how you can be a winner, just like we are, just like the members are, we had people hitting 1,200% on Kroger trades on a Friday and SPY trades independently based on the methodology that we teach. So again, make sure you're following all the leaders. We put in a lot of work, so we want you guys to do that same work as well. Just by being here, you're going to be ahead of 99.9% of the market. Like, subscribe, make sure to tune in. Don't take anything for granted. We are professional investors. You need to treat this like you're a professional investor, like something that can actually change the lives of you and your family for generations to come. So that's all I got, man. I'm looking forward to this week. It's gonna be fire.
Man, absolutely. Kind of segueing
Bars.
off of what Boss Gang said, I just want to make sure that when it comes to your plan, stick to the three universal truths: actionable signals, time frame continuity. Make sure you draw your broad informations. Anybody telling you to do otherwise outside of those three, they steering you in the wrong direction, and they do not care about getting chicken. I'm Fico Jordan. It's Boss Gang VIP. That's Mr. Check My Resume. This is the Alpha Cast Weekly Watch List. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace, family.
Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. We going straight to the moon. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. We going straight to the moon. I made 1,000%.